English, the debate, my moment of truth. Should English language invent humans? Can English or should English change us? English language has always been a vacuum cleaner of a language. Of languages, for that matter, says who? David Crystal, How Language Works. This book has been a big influence and inspiration for the topic we're dealing with today. So English is just a language. Is this just a language? A language? The language. たかが英語、されど英語。The language. Let the debate begin. Affirmative rock. Language and humans. There must be chemistry that's working between them. English is a weapon of sapiens, a weapon of civilization. Let me put it this way. English should influence and invent humans, because we have influenced the language. We came up with the beautiful ways and means of getting ahead of other humans, other Homo sapienses. That we made it. Sapiens made it by inventing tools of civilization, and I don't see any reason why English language also invents us. Negative win. Affirmative says there's a chemistry between humans and nature and language. Says who? Chemistry. It's obvious that if you fall in love with the French language and you think the French is the world's most beautiful language. So anyway, the French language is beginning to fall in love with you. So it's chemistry, And you say the weapons. What do you mean weapon? Arms? Isn't that just a language? English is just a language? Wait a minute. Excuse me. It's not just a language. Language has a soul. Each and every language has a soul of its own. English, you learn at school has English language school soul. Soul influences you. Any link between influence and invention, influencing others is one thing, and inventing others is quite another. Don't get them all confused. Let me explain. Some people say, you are what you eat. 食は人を変える. You are what you eat. And you are what you speak. 言葉は人を変える. 人柄. You are what you write. 書いた文章を見て人柄がわかる. So, the kind of language you speak makes you the kind of guy everyone says you are. Negative rock. English is just a tool. Let's face it. Sapiens is the hunter of everything. Very sophisticated. David Crystal says that it's a sapiens who are able to ask whys, more questions that begin with a why. That makes you more civilized, more sophisticated than other races. So the humans, particularly sapiens, have invented the God, robotics, and languages. There should be no hunter-hunted. So you shouldn't turn that around. You must remember, English is a tool invented by humans, not the other way around. Please. Affirmative wind. Let me play the wind. Can English be a tool of invention? Why not? You mean English language gives you a perspective, aerial view of things. Instead of staying within a group, English language gives you the wings, so you can stretch your legs and hands and minds. The two languages, the two cultures that help you invent. Shouldn't culture invent humans? No. If that is valid, there will be more and more Frankensteins. Frankensteins might turn out to be a teacher of English for you. Over my dead body will. It never happened. Shouldn't happen. Is robotics a relevant issue? Yes. The fact remains, given the situation we are heading for, the age of singularity, the age of cybernetics, robotics, and computer-aided educational tools are coming up, mushrooming. And the Esperanto did not improve humans. So that at a certain extent, English language still has a tremendous amount of staying power, but not Esperanto. Why? Because it has to do with the route you have taken. Affirmative fire. English is my flesh and blood. English and I grew up together. Witnessed by my everyday diary for the period of 64 years. During those days, I grew up reading Tezuka Osamu's comics, and I knew for a fact that he was interested in developing his art in anime productions that cost him a lot of money. Tezuka production almost got broke, partly because of his overcommitment to the anime production. But the anime is right now, is right in front of your eyes. Tezuka and manga, cartoons and comics invented me, my body. I wanted very much to be one of the disciples of Tezuka Osamu, because I wanted very much to be an artist, cartoonist. Now I gave up on it in favor of English language. Am I feel sorry? Do I feel sorry for that? Because they gave me Eigo do, the way of English, artistic views of language acquisition. Never fire. Affirmatives are narcissists. Kuryu Matsumoto is in love with himself, always looking in the mirror. Mirror, mirror, who speaks the most beautiful English? Come on, give me a break. English language should not be your alter ego. It's just an invention. So you shouldn't let the English change your mindset. That would be outrageous. Humans are humans, machines are machines. So you shouldn't let your language be your alter ego. Negative water. Kuryu is the first among equals. I give him credit for that. He just discovered the way of English serendipitously. He made it effortfully, meaning by sweat, blood, and tears. That doesn't mean he was influenced by English that he has been in love with. No, it's an entirely different thing. I know that he's been mooning over English language, but English language per se does not or should not make a man, period. Affirmative water. Let me wrap it up for you. Coolidge theory is cosmic. You know, he's a driven guy, driven by someone way out there, inspired in part by Minakata Kumakusu. He was a crazy guy. You know, he was so infatuated, engrossed over the tiny little slime mold on Nenkin. He identified the slime molds with the truth of the universe. So he effortlessly encountered the spirit of English. Spirit of English. So that doesn't mean he just discovered that. He was discovered by English language he fell in love with. In other words, the robot possessed a human heart. You know, English language is not just a language, not Esperanto. It is just a language that goes back, way, way back. So he invented the way of English himself. Nothing wrong with him, English language inventing him. 判定、実はこの How Language Works を徹底的に読み、解いたところをこの有名なデイビッド・クリストル、年も私と同じぐらいなんですけれども、言語学の中にはプラグマティックスとかいろいろなシステム、リングスティックシステムがチェンジするということを書いています。それ最終的にはその人の型があると、スタイルですね。型っていうのが英語に訳しにくいスタイルしかないですけれども、それぞれスタイルがあるんですよ。それは人間がスタイルを身につけたもので、スタイルが人間を規制するものではないんですよね。だから栗生松本は英語道をやったというんですけど、まだ理論的に、証明は未熟であったと思いますね。一番最後の方で時間がオーバーして喋っています。だから校庭に戻ってきてもね、パッと決めるという感じがなかったですね。これはそのポリシー・オブ・ポラリゼーションといって、松本は小池流と同じように敵を作って術はいけない、それでどうだというわけで50年も60年もかかって戦ってきた男、努力は認めます。しかしまだ完全に英語が確立されたわけではありません。なんで英語に心がある、なんで英語は人を変える、そういう疑問がこの短いディベートは解決されなかったです。悔しいけれども否定が勝ち、英語が人間を作っていいのか、作っちゃいけない、これは私の将来の仕事ですね。それでは否定が勝ち。はい、ちょっと振り返ってみましょう。皆さんなんでこんなディベートをしたのかということですね、お気になってるかもしれませんが、これは私のライフワークです。皆さん関係ないかもしれませんが、こういうディベートをすることによってですね、皆さんははっと思うことがありませんか。英語に恋をすることでいいか悪いかディベートして面白いですよ。だいたいバカに見えるんじゃないですか。英語に来ると英語バカっていうのは日本では一番嫌われますよね。東京で大企業でやるとかできるやつが資格のあるやつが喋らないことで成功する、変な国ですね。その中であいつは英語がそこまで英語バカだよって言われたら最悪ですね。大体英語好きな人は出世できないというのはそういうところにあるんですよ。そうすると英語によって変えられると許されないでしょ。恥ずかしい。それを私が一生懸命命がけで英語道を世界に広げる、お茶生け花と同じように英語に道があって間違いじゃないだろうということで今も戦っています。それがこの番組の一番骨子になってますからね、ちょっと皆さんもお付き合い願いたいと思います。Way of English coming up!